Hello students, welcome to the Analog and Digital Electronics Laboratory. So in this lab, we are going to discuss the part B experiment, that is your digital electronic circuit experiments. So let us see the demonstration video for experiment number 5 for 8:1 multiplexer. So the problem definition is as given. So for a given 4 variable logic expression, simplify it using appropriate technique and realize the simplified logic expression using 8:1 multiplexer IC and implement the same in HDL. So students, I will be demonstrating you this experiment using 8:1 multiplexer IC for a given logic expression. So students, the aim of this experiment is to simplify 4 variable logic expression using entered variable map and realize the simplified logic expression using 8:1 multiplexer IC. And to simulate 8:1 multiplexer in VHDL using Xilinx ISC simulator. The requirement for conducting this laboratory experiment is, or the components required are, we require one 8:1 multiplexer IC. The IC number is IC 74151. We also require a NOT gate with IC number 7404. We require one digital trainer kit and patch cords or wires for necessary connection. So basically, you know what is a multiplexer. A digital multiplexer is a combinational circuit that selects binary information from one of the many inputs and transmit to a single output line. So an 8:1 multiplexer has 8 data input lines and 3 selector input lines and 1 output line. So you can see the block diagram of a 8:1 multiplexer where you have 8 data input lines labeled from D0 to D7, which acts as a data input lines. Then we have 3 selector input lines labeled as S0, S1 and S2, and 1 output line which is labeled as Y. Apart from that, we have another input called as enable input, which should be high whenever the data transmission takes place from the data input lines to the respective output line. So the rules for the map entered variable is already been discussed in your theory class. So in order to understand what is map entered variable, kindly go through my video lecture that I have already explained you the necessary rules and regulations for a map entered variable. Now let us understand the procedure for conducting of this experiment. Okay, the procedure will be, first of all, you need to ensure that all the required components that we have which are required for performing these experiments are made available. That is, we require one 8:1 multiplexer IC with number 74151. We also require one NOT gate IC with IC number 7404, a digital trainer kit and a patch cords. These are the basic requirements that we are going to have. Then we have to ensure that all the components that we have received are all working. Then insert the appropriate IC into the IC holder, or we call it as a IC base. Make the necessary connections as shown in the circuit diagram or the circuit diagram that you have obtained. Give the supply to the trainer kit. Next step will be to provide the input data to the current circuit via the input switches, and then observe the output and verify the truth table that you have obtained. Okay, Before this, you need to have a 4 variable Boolean function, and the Boolean function that we have taken for this particular 8:1 multiplexer is, for a given function f of a b c d, that is summation of m is equal to, the mean terms are 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 15. So students, here we have the truth table for the given Boolean expression. So the 4 variable Boolean expression contains the mean terms 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 15. For the mean terms, we have the truth table, where you can see we have a decimal numbers of representing from 0 to 15, and then we have the 4 variables a, b, c, d. The binary representation of the decimal number have been given from 0 to 15, and then the last column is labeled as y, is a output column, where the 1 in that particular cell represents that the mean term is present in the given Boolean expression. So the mean terms 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 15 are represented as 1 in the output column. That means they are a part of my Boolean function. The next one is to apply the map entered variable rules, and then simplify the given 4 variable expression into a 3 variable expression using 8:1 multiplexer. So after applying the map entered variable rule, here we can see d is taken as a map entered variable, and then we have the values of a map entered variable coming. So d0 is input value is 1, for d1 input value is 0, d2 input value is d, d3 input value is 1, for d4 input value is again d, d5 again the input value is d, for d6 the input value is 0, and for d7 the input value is again d. So here you can see the truth table after applying the map entered variable rules. Here you have a pin diagram of a IC 74151 IC, which is a 8:1 multiplexer IC. Here you can see the pin number 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have pin number 12, 13, 14 and 15 represents the input values D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. Pin number 8 is used for grounding, and pin number 16 is used for VCC power supply. So pin number 9, 10 and 11 acts as a select line, which are labeled as S0, S1 and S2. Fine. So pin number 5 acts as an output, which is labeled as Y, and then pin number 6 is kept open and there is no connection been made for this pin. Pin number 7 is a strobe low, so we are going to give an input which is going to be low, that is 0. Fine. So these are the pin configuration of IC 74151 multiplexer. Similarly, the another IC that we are going to use is a NOT gate IC. Okay, so here you can see for a NOT gate IC, that is 7404 IC, you can see the pin number 1 of this IC acts as an input, whereas pin number 2 acts as an output. Similarly, pin number 3 acts as an input to a NOT gate, whereas pin number 4 acts as a output. So as this is a 14 pin IC, so here you can see pin number 7 is used for grounding and pin number 14 is used for providing the necessary power supply that is connected to your VCC. We have the circuit diagram for 8:1 multiplexer. Here you can see as per the pin configuration that we have discussed. So pin number 4 and pin number 3 which is acting as a data input for D0 and D3, are connected to the input high. So from the truth table you can see pin number D0 and D3 are having a value high in the map enter variable column, so we have given a high input there. Similarly, you can see pin number 3, that is D1, then you have D6. Okay, D1 and D6 are connected to the input low, that is pin number 3 and pin number 13 of IC 74151. Apart from that, you have the D input coming to pin number 12, which is D7, and then the complemented of that D bar is going to pin number 14, that is the data input line D5. So for that we have used a NOT gate to give a complemented input to pin number 14. So here you can see we have used a NOT gate. Okay, and the pin number 1 of the NOT gate is connecting as another input as D, and it is connected to pin number 12, and the output of this NOT gate, which is pin number 2, is connected to pin number 14 of 74151 IC. So pin number 8 is used for grounding and pin number 16 is used for VCC. Pin number 5 of 74151 IC is used for output. Pin number 6, as I told you, it is kept open and there is no connection. Pin number 7, we are giving a strobe low, that is a low input which is connected. So this is again a low value or 0 value which has been given. So this is how the circuit configuration for a 8:1 multiplexer is done. Now let us see the practical demonstration of how to connect this 8:1 multiplexer and verify the truth table. So student, let us understand the circuit connection for this 8:1 multiplexer. As I have previously told you that we will be using two ICs. The first IC that we have used is 7404, which is a NOT gate, and there is one more IC that I have used is the 74151, which is a 8:1 multiplexer IC. Now the first basic input connection that we have to do is, here the first difference that you can see is the 7404 IC, which is a NOT gate IC, is a 14 pin IC. This is a 14 pin IC, and the 74151, which is a multiplexer IC that we require, is a 16 pin IC. So we have placed these two ICs on the IC holder. Fine. Now here you can see that the NOT gate IC, as it is a 14 pin IC, is placed on the IC holder, okay, with the notch pointing towards the upper end. This is how you need to place the IC. If you place the IC on the reverse direction, where the notch is pointing towards the bottom part of this IC holder, then definitely this IC will get burnt and get damaged. So the first care that the student you need to take care is that you need to place the IC on the IC holder in a proper way. And to identify the way you need to put the IC is this notch which is available on the top end of the IC. As I told you, this NOT gate IC is a 14 pin IC. Here you can see the pin numbers given. Okay, so here you can see that there is pin number 1, pin number 2, pin number 3, pin number 4, pin number 5, pin number 6, pin number 7. As it is a 14 pin IC, you can see the last two pins of this IC holders are kept empty, as it's a 14 pin. So here what happens is that when we come to 7, okay, then we have to move towards the other end, and here as on the IC board, what you can see, the pin number is 10, we have to mark it as 8. So after 7 it is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So pin number 16's become 14 here, as this is a 14 pin IC. Whereas when you look into this 8:1 multiplexer IC, which is a 16 pin IC, you can see all the pins of this IC holders are covered. So here how is the connection done? So here you can see the pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 7, and here you can see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and here you have the pin number 16 that is visible to you. Okay, so this is how if you are using pin IC with 16 pins, all the pins are getting covered, whereas if we are using an IC which is a 14 pin IC, then after the pin number 7, the pin number 10 which is labeled will become 8, then 11 become 9, okay, 12 become 10, 13 become 11, 14 becomes 12, 15 becomes 13 and 16 becomes 14. Okay, so this is one difference that you need to remember. Another important thing is that before you start doing any connection, you have to ensure that you have to do the power supply connection and the ground connection to this IC. Okay, if you don't do that, what may happen is that if you don't connect this VCC to that respective pin, then you cannot get a power supply connection to this IC. And if we do not ground it, here you can see the grounding. If you do not ground it, it may happen that because of the high power supply, the IC may get damaged. To avoid that, we need to do grounding. So to ground this IC 7404, which is a NOT gate IC, we have to connect the pin number 7 to the ground. So here you can see I have connected a cable from pin number 7 to ground. Okay, so this will avoid any damage that is going to occur to this IC in case of high power voltage. Okay, second thing is I am going to connect this pin. Here it is labeled as 16, but if you look, it is a pin number 14. I am connecting to this VCC red color pin. So this is how the power supply is given to this IC. So these are the basic things. Now if you look into the next IC connection, that is 74151 IC, which is a multiplexer IC. Here you can see, okay, the pin number 8. Now here pin number 8 is going to the ground one, okay, and then pin number 16, you can see here the pin number 16, okay, is connected to the VCC. Here you can see the pin number 16 is connected to the VCC. Okay, so these are the basic things that you need to see. Now let us, as per the circuit diagram that we have seen, the first connection that we are going to make is, okay, the ground and VCC connection is over for both the ICs, that is the NOT gate IC and the 8:1 multiplexer IC. Now we have to go for the input connections. Now for the input connection, you can see we have pin number 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so we have pin number 9, we have pin number 10 and we have pin number 11. Okay, so pin number 9 here, okay, pin number 9, pin number 10 and pin number 11, all the three pins are acting as an input to this multiplexer, and these are connected, you can see here, these are connected to the input lines. Okay, so these are the input lines. This is A, this is B and this is C. Okay, so here you can see this pin number A, the input A is connected to, here you can see it is connected to pin number 9, then cable that is connected to input B, you can see here this cable, it is connected to pin number 10, and then the input connection to C, okay, is coming to pin number 11. So 9, 10 and 11, the cables are going to the input points 1, 2 and 3. We are labeling it as A, B and C. Okay, Apart from that, we have another input, that is D. Okay, another input, that is D. So here you can see D has two values. It can be either 0 or it can be as 1. So this input value D is coming from the NOT gate. Okay, so here you can see we have a NOT gate connection. If you look into this NOT gate connection, the NOT gate functioning is like we have the first pin acting as an input and pin 2 is acting as an output. So here you can see pin number 1 here is acting as an input and pin number 2 is acting as an output, because NOT gate has one input and one output. So pin number 1 acts as an input, whereas pin number 2 acts as an output. So what is happening here? I have connected pin number 1. Okay, I have connected pin number 1. You can see here, this is pin number 1 input connection going to the pin number 4 of the input, and we have labeled it as D. And from there you can see it is going to pin number 2 of the multiplexer. It is going to pin number 2 of the multiplexer. Here you can see I have connected to pin number 2. You can see this cable wire. Okay, we can see this cable wire which is going from input D to this pin number 2 of the 8:1 multiplexer. From pin number 2 we are connecting it to pin number 15 of the same IC. So pin number 2 to pin number 15. You can see this cable wire which is connecting to pin number 15. So here it is. So pin number 15. So one more input is going to be connected there, and from pin number 15 it is going to pin number 12. Okay, so hope you have understood this. From the NOT gate input, okay, from pin number 1 it is going to the input pin D, which is pin number 4. You can use either of the one. We have labeled it as D here. From D input it is going to pin number 2 of the 74151 IC, and from pin number 2 it is going to pin number 15. Here you can see pin number 15, and from pin number 15, okay, it is moving to pin number 12. So this is the input connection from D which we have done. Next what we have is the input connection from the NOT gate. The input connection from the NOT gate. Okay, so you can see from pin number 2, of the NOT gate we are connecting directly to pin number 14. So here you can see this cable wire, you can follow. From pin number 2, which is an output of the NOT gate, we are connecting to pin number 14 of the 8:1 multiplexer IC, that is 74151 IC of the multiplexer. Okay, so this connection is over. Now we can see the next connection, that is you have the input strobe. Okay, next connection that we do is with respect to the input strobe, which is going to be low. Now this input strobe which is going to be low, which is always going to be remain low, is connected to the 3 input pins of the multiplexer, that is 74151 IC. One is going to pin number 3, second is going to pin number 13, so and to pin number 7 of the same IC. So here you can see there are 3 cable wires coming out of this input strobe which is low. Okay, there are 3 wires which are coming. Okay, one wire is going to pin number 3. Okay, one wire is going to pin number 3. Here you can see another wire which has come out of this input strobe is going to pin number 13. Okay, which is going to pin number 13, and one more wire is going to pin number 7 here. pin number 7. So from the input strobe which is low, there are 3 wires going out. One is going to pin number 3, second wire is going to pin number 13, and the third wire is going to pin number 7. So here you can see pin number 3, pin number 13 and pin number 7. All the 3 wires are connected to this input strobe which is always going to be low. Okay. So here you can see this input is always going to be low, and this is indicated by a LED which is remaining off. So there is another input strobe which is always going to be high. So we have connected it to pin number 5. So there are 2 connections going out of this. You can see here there are 2 cable wires coming out of this. It is going to pin number 4 and pin number 1 of 74151 IC. So here it is going to pin number 4 and pin number 1 of the 74151 IC. So here you can see, as I have told, this input strobe is always going to be high. You can see that I have made it high and the LED is glowing. So whenever the LED is glowing, this indicates that the input is high, and whenever the LED is off, indicates that the input is going to be low. So that's what I called it as input strobe low and input strobe high. Okay. Now we'll move on to the output connection. Now here we can see the output, that is pin number 5. The pin number 5 cable is connected to the output. So the upper portion, here you can see this is logic output and this is your logic input. Okay. So all the red color pins indicate these are the logic output. So whenever any output that you need to connect is to be connected on the upper portion of this trainer. Okay. Now I have connected pin number 5 of this 74151 IC to the output. So here you can see. Okay. Apart from that, you have pin number 6 which is always kept open. Okay. So there is no connection required for this. Okay. So here you have one output and there are 4 inputs that are coming, that is A, B, C and D. So already the input connection to this particular circuit is explained to you. Hope you have understood this. Okay. So let us now demonstrate the operation of this particular 8:1 multiplexer and see how the output behaves according to the input given as per the truth table that we have designed for the given Boolean expression. So students, let us realize this Boolean function using 8:1 multiplexer. So you can see here the circuit connection that has been designed for the given Boolean expression, and we have used the IC 74151 and one more IC that we have used is the NOT gate IC 7404. So as per the circuit diagram that you have seen, so we require 2 ICs. One is the NOT gate IC which is 7404 and one is the IC that is 8:1 multiplexer IC, that is 74151 IC. Okay. So these ICs are used to perform this given experiment. So you can see here the connection that has been made, and now we, according to the given truth table, we are going to just check out how the operation of this 8:1 multiplexer works. Okay. So we have 3 inputs, A, B and C, and one more input, that is D. Fine. And another input that will be low or high. Okay. Fine. Now let us start giving the inputs through this 3 inputs, A, B, C and D. So the first value that will be giving as an input to the multiplexer is A is 0, B is 0, C is 0 and D is 0. When D is 0, you can see that the output is high as per the given truth table. Fine. Now when we change the value of D to 1, keeping A, B and C as 0, 0, we are going to change the value of D from 0 to 1. At that time also you can see the output is going to be high only. So as per the given truth table. So the next we'll move on to the next input. Now the next input is A is 0, B is 0 and C is 1. C is 1 and D is 0. At that time you can see the output what we are going to get is low or 0. Okay. Next combination where A is 0, B is 0, C is 1 and D is 0. D is 1, sorry. In that case also you can find the output is low. Fine. For the next input combination where A is 0, B is 1 and C is 0, D is going to be 0. At that time you can see the output is going to be low. When we change the next combination of input where A is 0, B is 1, C is 0 and we are changing from D from 0 to 1, at that time you can see the value of the output value is going to be high. Okay, this is indicated by the light which is going on. Okay, so the next combination of input what you have is where A is 0, B is 1, C is 1 and D is 0. At that time you can see the output is high. For the next combination where A is 0, B is 1, C is also 1 and D is high, at that time the output is going to be high. For the next combination of the input where A is 1, B is 0, C is 0 and D is 0, we can find the value of the output is low. For the same combination where A is 1, B is 0, C is 0 and D is going to be 1, the output is going to be high. This you can verify with respect to the truth table that we have designed. Let us move on to the next combination of input where the value of A is 1, B is 0, C is 1 and D is 0. So here you can see the output value of this is high. Fine. For the next combination where A is high, B is low, C is high and D is also high. At that time you can see the output value is low. Next you have for the next input combination where A is high, B is high, C is low and D is low. So you can see the output is low. The next combination where A is high, B is high, C is low and D is high. At that time the output is again going to be low. For the last combination where A is high, B is high and C is also high and D is going to be low. At that time you can see the output is going to be low. And where A is high, B is high, C is high and D is also high, the output is going to be high. So this is how normally we design and simplify a given 4 variable logic expression using entered variable map to realize the given logic expression using 8:1 multiplexer. So thank you students, hope you have understood the demonstration of this 8:1 multiplexer. Thank you.